This vehicle that I bought specifically for driving Lyft and Uber just crossed 250,000 miles. Let's discuss. So I started driving for Lyft and Uber back in 2014, and my original vehicle was a manual Mazda 3. And back then, driving a manual, I had my regular phone, which I had to use for navigation. I had the phone that Uber gave me for their app. They didn't allow their driver app on personal phones at that time. So it was basically a juggling act. I had to handle my phone for navigation. I had to handle the Uber phone for the Uber driver app. I had to handle the manual stick shift. Plus, just in general, that Mazda 3 was pretty small. It wasn't as spacious as I wanted it to be for driving rideshare for my passengers. So then when I was thinking about upgrading vehicles, I saw this current vehicle on the road a lot. I thought it looked great. It seemed really roomy from the outside. And the first thing that actually attracted me to this vehicle was the rims. I thought the rims looked really good. And I actually had no idea that it was a hybrid. And specifically, this is a 2013 Kia Optima hybrid. To be exact, I now have 250,623 miles on it. And I bought it used back in 2014 with about 17,000 miles. Now, how has it sustained this long? I personally still think it looks really great. I get compliments from passengers that say, wow, you have that many miles on this vehicle. Now, the main and most important thing that I have done religiously in terms of maintenance are my own oil changes. And I have performed those oil changes, again, religiously every 3,750 miles. I get my oil from Costco, full synthetic. By doing them personally and also buying my oil from Costco, I have saved so much money, probably thousands over the life of the vehicle. Also, I've stayed on top of other things like air filters, spark plugs. I've gotten a transmission flush. I've gotten a coolant flush. I've had to replace all 4 tires 3 times. And some just general advice on tires. I go to a shop called Discount Tire, and basically what they do is they cover the tire for the life of the tire if you buy the lifetime package, which is great for rideshare drivers, especially with all the driving that we're doing. They have lifetime free flat repairs and also tire replacement if they cannot repair the flat. So for rideshare drivers, all the miles that we're putting on our vehicles, throughout my 10 years of rideshare driving, I've probably had to have at least a dozen flat repairs. Also, I've been really in tune with my vehicle. Anytime I felt like something was off, I stayed on top of it. There was one time where I was smelling coolant. This is when I think I still had less than 120,000 miles on the car. I smelled the coolant. I brought it into the shop. It was a hose leak. I got that repaired. If I didn't stay on top of that and get that repaired, it probably could have gotten worse. Also, the annual inspections that both Lyft and Uber require have helped a lot too. During those inspections, I've found that I've needed to have tie rods replaced. Also, they've replaced my brakes at that point. And as far as the exterior of the vehicle, I get washes every single week. And especially here in Minnesota in the wintertime, there will be times where I'll get 2-3 washes a week. And I get unlimited car washes for $25 a month through a local gas station here, Holiday Gas Station. And I can get basic car washes at any of the Holiday gas stations at any time. I just have a sticker on my windshield. I drive up to any of those Holiday car washes throughout the metro, and it just works. Again, 250,000 miles. That's a lot of miles. About 230,000 of those were rideshare specific. This vehicle is the best purchase I have ever made. Now, unfortunately, when I have my inspection next year, this vehicle will no longer qualify for Uber or Lyft. For vehicles 11 to 15 years old, you must have 150,000 miles or less. Since my car will be 11 years old next year, it will not qualify, which is really unfortunate in my opinion. I think this is a great vehicle. I think I could get another 100,000 miles out of this vehicle. It's still in great shape. I wish it would still qualify for Uber and Lyft. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. If you do have a vehicle that's over 10 years old and it has over 150,000 miles on it, it will no longer qualify for Uber and Lyft. Again, I love my car. It was a great purchase. It has been ideal driving for rideshare. It's spacious. It's a hybrid, so I get really good gas mileage. But what about all of you? What kind of vehicles do you drive? How many miles are on that vehicle? Did you know about the 11 to 15 year, less than 150,000 mile requirement? Leave a comment below and let us know. Thanks again for watching, and drive safe. Thanks.